How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Deacon, otherwise known as Pancake, and I'm very excited to bring you yet another HT Supercross recap video on preseason race number 4. This time we're on PPL Park SX by Purple Dinosaur Zero. As we get some overhead shots of the track here, you see this rhythm section, probably the most difficult part of the track. That's definitely going to come into play for these riders. You can see them in the gate here. You see Le Jefe in the orange armor and Pancake in the white, lined up on the two inside gates. They're your 1 and 2 from last week's race. Pancake taking the win on that one with Le Jefe coming in second. You see Nuked Ice Cream lined up third. Here we go for the gate drop on this one. Inside has a pretty significant advantage on this. You're going to see Le Jefe and Pancake 1 and 2, just like last week. Pancake going to come into the berm here, lets off a little bit. That's going to affect the riders behind him, and Ace Helix at the bottom of your screen there in the cyan armor, he's going to go off the track. That's a rough start for him. More riders kind of getting flipped off of this berm as well. Ace Helix almost gets pushed off another berm. See Le Jefe, Pancake, Nuked Ice Cream. Looks like that's Cat to Be Kitten Me, followed by Popular. Popular is going to make the inside pass going into the whoops there. Bromaniac 35 also in the green armor there. Looks like he's in 6th. See, already from 6th back, a pretty significant margin heading into lap number 2. Here we go on board with Bromaniac 35 as he tries to complete this pass in the whoop section. Cat to Be Kitten Me on his outside. He's going to have the better line going into this corner though. The rider's taking this berm full speed. That's the way to do it. Nuked Ice Cream looks like he messed up that line. Popular is going to go on the inside in the white armor, take over the last podium spot. See if Nuked Ice Cream can fight back. Both go for this outside line. You really got to get a lot of speed for this berm. Nuked is going to case it. It looks like Bromaniac kind of saw that coming, went for the roll line instead, but still came up short. Looks like that's Hatter is Mad actually coming out of nowhere, as well as BXA Real Deal D. They're going to take over the 4th and 5th place positions at this point. Bromaniac still in 6th, despite all of that stuff going on around him. Here's your fight for the lead. The top two kind of already growing a substantial margin from Popular in 3rd there. BXA Real Deal D flips over and then flips again. Nuked Ice Cream goes on his inside there. Pretty rough one for Real Deal there. We're going to jump on board with Ace Helix in the cyan armor after that rough start. You see your leaders in the background there, still fighting it out. This is a pretty good pack that we're looking at right here. Cat to Be Kidding Me goes a little wide. It's actually going to let off. Going on that tabletop. Comes to the inside again. Looks like Ace Helix is going to complete that pass, though. Takes that inside braking bump pretty well. Now we're back here with the leaders. Le Jefe's still leading this one. Pancake right behind him. They fought it out for probably the first third, if not more, going up to almost like the first half of this race, just side by side almost. Pancake there, looks like he saw Le Jefe make a mistake and kind of jumped the gun and hit the tough block. Fortunately, didn't lose a whole lot of time. You see Popular there in 3rd. Then we're going to see Hatter is Mad, followed by Nuked Ice Cream, Bromaniac, Real Deal, Ace Helix, and Cat to Be Kitten Me, rounding out that pack as they fly by us going to that whoop section. Here's one of the craziest parts of this race. You see Real Deal in the blue armor flies off that berm, somehow, some way, avoids Pancake and Popular in the white armors. Just kind of lost control of the goose, went into that section, was probably 0.1 second away from destroying somebody's race, somehow didn't. He's going to fall way back into the pack off of that one, but fortunately, wasn't worse than it already was. Here we go on board with Popular in 3rd place. Looks like he's made up a little bit of time on the leaders, but he's going to bog on that berm there. I mentioned before they're taking it full speed, but if you mess it up, you're really going to lose a lot of time on that rhythm section. He still has a pretty good gap back to Hatter's Mad, though, in 4th. Popular kind of on an island all by himself on this one. Looks like, yeah, it cases that section a little bit, too. Here we go with the leaders again. See, Pancake has made up the time that he lost from hitting that tough block earlier. Just right on the bumper. These guys, like, 1 and 2, 0.1 second apart for the first 15 or so laps of this one. Coming up on lap traffic as well. That's Chief Delta 147 that they're coming up on as they go through the whoops here. Pretty good run for them both. Really similar lines. The fast line on this is pretty pretty determined. There are some passing options, but you might lose a little bit of time. They see the closing speed. They got up to Chief Delta really quickly. They're both going to go for this inside. Don't want to follow the lapped rider because he cases a little bit. Actually gives Le Jefe a bit of a boost forward there. He's going to maintain his position. Fight for the lead on this one. An awesome battle right now. Pancake going to cut down early on that berm, but kind of matching each other's pace. You can see the fight for 4th in the background there. That's Hatter is Mad in the black, and then Nuked Ice Cream in 5th place in the pink armor. They fought it out for a good portion of this one as well. We're going to stay on board with the leaders here, though. So this fight seems to be never-ending. Pancake kind of biding his time. Doesn't want to make too aggressive of a pass too early and risk it all. Going to go to the inside here. Gives Le Jefe plenty of room on the outside, but pulls up side by side with him. Le Jefe gets a good run around the outside. And Pancake's going to have to let off of that challenge as he has the outside and the whoops. Le Jefe doing a great job of maintaining his position right now, holding off Pancake, putting on a lot of pressure right now. Saw Popular in the background there too, trying to get around lap traffic. Chief Delta 147 and Bromaniac 35. Their first HT Supercross race with us in a while. Glad to see them back. Glad to have some new drivers here. There you see Bromaniac in the green armor, followed by Real Deal. And that's Cat to Be Kitten Me, coming through in the black armor right there, as you see leaders going by. And here we are with them again. Going into lap 13 here, still, this fight has not stopped from the gate drop on this one. Pancake kind of has a wheel, gets a good run through the whoops, and takes that roller really quickly. Gonna go to the inside in the split section. Let's see how this works out. The outside carries a lot of momentum, but the inside has a positional advantage. Ooh, Le Jefe almost over the berm there. Pancake's gonna have the positional advantage right here because he has this outside. See if he can carry his momentum. Pulls up right alongside. Almost hits that little tire looking thing right there, but completes the pass. We have our first lead change of the entire race on lap 13. But Le Jefe tucks right in tow. See if he can put the same amount of pressure on Pancake that Pancake was putting on him. Already a couple mongoose lengths in between there. Let's go back and look at this pass one more time. Pancake's so close to the inside tire slash tough block right there. Pretty much nothing in it. Could have easily flipped, ended the race, but is able to complete that pass. See Popular there. Almost a full section between second and third. Le Jefe is still right on the back of Pancake right here. This is the same lap, a lap later. And it goes over the berm. Just got a little too excited or maybe missed his braking point or something. Not entirely sure. Wanted to stick right with Pancake and put the pressure on, but he's going to go over the berm. Forced to roll over this. Looks like the roll line even was a little unsuccessful. Yeah, cases right there. Gonna lose a lot of time. That looks like a good 5 seconds. Maybe a little less, but an entire section's worth of track. That's a lot of time to lose. See the riders going by right here. That looks like Real Deal, followed by Bromaniac. Here we go on lap 25. This is several laps later. Kind of the next significant battle that takes place. This is still Hatter is Mad and Nuked Ice Cream. Fighting it out for 4th, I believe. Nuked Ice Cream has been able to catch up to Hatter a couple times in this race, but not able to make the pass. Hatter cases the triple a little bit. Nuked gets caught up behind him. Both going to go for this outside again. Nuked is going to get the bad end of that deal again. And Ace Helix out of nowhere from the back of the pack is going to come up and take over the 5th place position. Remember, he went off the berm at the very beginning of this one. Good ride from him to come back into it, but Nuked, I'm sure, can't be happy right now. Having so many opportunities to get around Hatter, but just not able to complete the pass. He's going to tuck in behind Ace Helix. That's now a battle for 5th. You see Chief Delta here somehow does the perfect Houdini maneuver to get his mongoose perfectly stuck and wedged in this section. He's trying to beat the hell out of it to get it unstuck, but it's not working. Eventually he'd get out because of a sticky detonator. You see, there's Pancake that went by. Here's Le Jefe getting around some lap traffic here. Makes the pass on both of those guys. That was Chief Delta and Cat to Be Kitten Me. There's Popular in 3rd. Kind of has made up a little bit of time because of Le Jefe's earlier mistake. Now here we go 2 to go in this one. This is Ace Helix chasing down Nuked Ice Cream. Nuked Ice Cream has gotten around him. Ace off the side of the track here. Jumped off the side because Chief Delta in front of him was going to case that section. Makes total sense why he would do that. Unfortunately, because he willingly chose to jump off the track and then didn't let off afterwards, that would end up in a track infraction. But remember, we're 2 to go here, and BXA Real Deal D jumps on top, almost jumps over both riders. Nuked Ice Cream not wanting to lose yet another position here. It's going to go to the inside. Aggressive move on BXA Real Deal D. Let's see if Real Deal sticks it in. Nope. Kind of tucks right behind. Here we go into the final lap on this one. Ooh, Ace Helix into the sandbag a little bit. That's going to lose some time. See Pancake there in the background finishing his race. But we're focused on this battle for 5th here. 3-rider battle. Real Deal messes up his berm entry right there. Yeah, it's going to case this section. That might be it for him. That might be his last chance to gain any positions. Lost right there. See Nuked Ice Cream in front of him. Both opt for that outside line. Nuked cases it again. Several times in this race, Nuked has cased that section. Not sure what's going on, but Real Deal's now going to have the run on him through these whoops. Still a couple mongoose lengths of gap. I don't think there's going to be enough time, but last corner right here. Real Deal going for a last-ditch effort. Hits Nuked. Super aggressive. Kind of just crazy move. An insane man for even trying to go for that. We're going to take a couple more looks at it here. Now, nothing ended up happening with that move, but we'll talk about that in a second. Pancake, first place, again, that's 3 races in a row in the preseason for him. Le Jefe in second, 3 second places in a row for him as well. Popular getting his 2nd podium of the preseason and 3rd. Great ride for him, kind of alone by himself the whole race. Here are your final results from this one. Again, that move from Real Deal, nothing happened, but because of the aggressive nature of the pass, is actually deemed a major infraction. Fortunately for him, he didn't lose any positions off of it. And here we're going to take a look at your official teams for Season 8. You have Goosebumps led by Pancake, the Scout Pack led by NJ Dizzle, Ferda Racing led by BXA Real Deal D, and No Laws Claws led by Cat to Be Kitten Me. Those are going to be your teams going into Round 1 at Outbreak SX. Pretty good teams here. Looks like there's going to be a lot of parity this season. We're excited to see how it all plays out. No bonus points awarded for teams this season for the leading team. It's mainly just to be able to have people on the track that you can race with and know that hopefully you're not going to get taken out, but also just for the fun of saying, hey, we have the best team. That's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed this race recap. I enjoyed broadcasting it alongside with you. Again, the next recap video you're going to see is for the Season 8 opener on Outbreak SX. We'll see you then.